Robert Bradley. Let's have you, in a real sense, to say something about the book that you have dealing with Robert Bradley. I have always been in the hands of God. Why don't you make some statements in reference to that book and how people might come in contact with a copy of such a book?
On his mother's deathbed, Cookie, it was her name, Miss Cookie, that's what she said. She said to him, Robert, I'm going to leave you in the hands of God. And Brother Bradley always remembered those words. And as I spent time with him, I spent several years, because we worked together at Sunday School Publishing Board, and his office was down the hall from mine.
So you knew him personally?
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely, yes. For many years. We traveled this country together. And so I knew him in a very real way in terms of his career, his music career. And so then, of course, I spent a lot of time interviewing him at his apartment here downtown Nashville. And my stock in him went superbly high. I mean, it was really, when I learned about this man and how he had come from poverty, the pinch of poverty, to the pinnacle of success in music, it was just amazing what he had accomplished. So I've tried to incorporate those thoughts into this publication. And I enjoyed every minute of working with him and writing this story. It is a gripping story of a man who loved God, who loved his people, he loved his heritage, the heritage of Negro spirituals, anthems and hymns, and who could give life to them and soul to them so that you'd feel his very presence in his voice. Anyone, Mr. Bryant from McMinnville, who was a Caucasian, was moved by him, so much so that he sponsored him to go to Peabody and on even to Carnegie Hall in New York. So this book, and you can acquire it through ordering it from the Sunday School Publishing Board or from my webpage, www.breadhouse.com, BREDHAUS, breadhouse.com. You can order it from there. And so,
and I think you also mentioned, Dr. Jones, that you've established a publishing house.
Yes.
Why don't you make some statements in reference to that over the last minute that we have here?
Yes, sir. Bethlehem Book Publishers is my company. I do, in fact, before coming here, I'm wrapping up a Sunday school commentary that deals with a black approach to Sunday school lessons. And it's rather scholarly. I finished Vanderbilt with a few degrees, and so I write from that perspective. Plus, I publish other people's books around the country. In fact, born to be a missionary, Miss Susan McClure, right here in Nashville. I've done her life story.
As a matter of fact, on this last minute, let me thank the two of you, and of course. Brother Taylor, you've got a CD on Bradley's singing and et cetera. So let's, over the last half minute, make some statements in reference to that.
This is the best of Dr. J. Robert Bradley, and it can be gotten at www.jrobertbradley.com, and it's moving around Nashville. People are remembering him, and it's just very interesting to see how his memory is coming back alive in those who have had the opportunity to hear him.
This gives us all an opportunity, Brother Jones, would you say, to hear the music of Robert Bradley that has so impressed you to such an extent that you have written a book in reference to his life and his times. Is that what we're saying? That this would open up?
Yes, sir. I think if you go to that website, and there's a song that he's singing.
That's right.
And of course, we're going to have to stop here. And let me thank the two of you. And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week to another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.